Who's our second AC?
Hey, and welcome back to another Behind the Scenes. This week we are covering Cupid's arrows behind the scenes. As you can see, Grant's here setting up the slate for the second AC, which is the assistant camera AC. There's Jason, who's our DP. We know that the slate's important to mark the scenes so that we can sync our audio and video, and also in the editing process we know what all the scenes are. Just by watching this footage we know that we're on campus. This is the student center at Gav. We're going to be filming outside this day.
Up front. So I can AD for you. And you can be second AC, working with Jason.
Gotcha.
Grant said he's going to be AD, which of course is assistant director. The AD is really important, keeping everything on track and making sure the schedule's going ahead.
You guys listen to him.
So keep coming Thursday and Friday.
I
So
assume
remember,
you're Jason.
red cameras.
What generates
I assume you're Jason.
No, I'm not Jason.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
First of all, what's this called?
Doesn't seem
Slate.
There's Geronimo, of course the head of facilities at Gav for the film department.
So what generates the time code? What's the most accurate time code piece of equipment on the set?
The camera?
The camera. Wait, not even close. The F8, the audio recorder. Oh, right. So if this is going to generate time code, when we use the SDI cable, we want to come in or out of this.
And you called it Fate? Did you say Fate?
No,
Oh.
the F8. The
F8,
zoom is
yeah.
the F8.
Oh, F8. I thought you said Fate.
So
F8 of the Furious.
you're going out. So this is generating, so you want to go to the bottom port.
So like what Grant's talking about, of course, is there's the universal time code that we're going to sync everything to. So the
Okay,
F8
so
generates
is this
the
on?
time code. We're going to sync the slate so that's
No, you
it's got
only have to
matching
hold it
time code,
little
and we'll
monitor
sync
open.
the camera
hold it until
so the
the
time
monitor
code matches
turns on.
there as well. That way, everything that we're recording, because we record audio
it's all up.
separately from video, and the slate is going to be there to constantly be running the
You go to menu,
time code.
and then you want to scroll down past play.
This way,
to
everything
time code.
can be syncable.
Enter is pushing the
This
thing.
guy?
Yeah. So now we scroll down to jam. Now, no, don't hit jam.
Okay, nothing.
You don't hit jam until ready.
Oh, till you're ready.
Yeah. So as soon as I turn this on, then you will hit jam. Okay.
By pushing this button.
Yes. Is it still on jam?
This is called syncing the time code is called jamming.
Okay. So 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Is that the same?
Yep, we're the same. So
Okay.
now we're synced.
We're in sync. So
In
then you
sync.
go
Bye.
from menu.
Menu.
Yes, that's
Menu.
the way that we sync or jam
And now you're
our
on your.
Now I'm on.
instruments. We're gonna still have to jam the camera.
So you cannot turn.
There's two locations for this movie, right?
No.
And that comes off
It's all here.
Yeah, it's supposed to click out.
because we don't need it anymore. 'Cause
No,
we're
now
synced.
we're taking this to the camera.
Okay.
Okay, now the camera operators or anyone else who wants to watch.
So look, he jammed the slate, and now he's gonna take the slate to the camera and then jam the camera based off the time code, which is all set up on the slate. Check out that big white thing that we just saw in the corner. That's a silk.
And then you'll open up the slate.
And be real careful. It's not a. There's no force into it.
See.
All right, let's watch the jamming, and we'll talk about the sync more
There's like a red
in the future.
that lines up. And so now if you look at that time code right there.
Open it.
So open
Open
up
it.
that slate. Okay. And it is in sync.
You got to read it off.
102,
Yeah.
102,
10, 11.
10, 11, 12, 13,
We're good.
14.
Okay, you're in sync.
Now you're just gonna
And then we just jammed the camera
plug it.
with the slate.
You got to unplug that first. And there's a colander for film. Jason.
Okay, the silk right there, which we
Pull
see
the
is on the
outside and it
C-stand,
releases.
which our camera's under right now.
So it's this color.
The silk is a thing that
Then you
we
hand this
use to
to
help
the second
diffuse
AC.
the light. So you can see how big it is and how it's set up right there. Basically,
go in
it's
the-
going to stop the light, the sunlight specifically, and go through on and make the light more uniform, less harsh. We're going to see once our actors sit down what it's going to look like, but as you can see, we're setting up for the shot. Haven't started filming. Okay, we can see the silk better there in the upper right-hand corner. We can see Jason's right there, and Geronimo's looking at the camera. Geronimo was sitting in the position on the park bench, it seems. But the silk, you can see the sun is to the right of us right now, and it's coming through, and where the silk is blocking, the light's able to pass through, but it's not as harsh. It won't give as harsh shadows. This is kind of like what the diffusion was when we did our lighting lecture a couple weeks ago. But of course, when you're shooting outside, the main thing you have to know is the sun is always going to be your key light, because the strongest sort of source of light in the world.
You are.
So you're always going to be contending with that. Today was sort of a minor overcast day
We're just gonna get a shot.
in the midst of the rain, no rain, and yeah, it really
We're
helped.
gonna do a wider shot where we can see Kale coming down.
Grant's talking to the
Did,
actor, and we can see Chelsea there as the director.
Yes.
sit.
So we're right by the do you know where that is?
This BTS is good because we see a lot of the pre-setup stuff. Usually, you got to give at least an hour to set everything up before you start filming your first shot. And we didn't see, but they had to put the silk together and
We got to do an audio check on him.
oh, there's our
Worst thing you
boom.
can do is smack the boom into the.
We're gonna use the windsock.
Worst thing you can do is smack the boom into there, because someone's listening to it. Also, it'll make the audio. It can affect the microphone quality. How you, of course, with the boom, you want to, especially outside, you want to be able to get as close as humanly possible.
Can you grab that, the monitor?
This need to go up? Is the lights on his face? I need help. Somebody grip.
All right, look, they're gonna move the
So this is a single, correct?
the silk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just give sleep.
They adjusted just a little bit because the light was on his face, and we want to keep the light even looking all day. A film set like this, with the amount of pages that they're filming, they know that the biggest issue with the sun, of course, is the sun moves all day long, and they want to try to keep the light looking as the same as possible, because the scene's supposed to take place all in like 5 minutes or something. But if we film for 6 hours, the light angle is going to be different just because the sun moves, right?
Do you know how to turn the brightness up on the
we in
other
frame?
monitor? So, are you happy with this?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Is audio ready?
You want me to turn it on?
No, I'll say roll audio.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're ready.
Cameras set. Okay, quiet on the set. Make sure everyone's phone's on silent. No walking around during takes. And here we go. Roll audio.
Speed.
Camera. You gotta have the slate in. Right in front of his face, too. Farther from, yeah.
Speed.
Scene one, shot one, take one.
Action. Cut.
And that's all we need, right? We've got the looks you want from it. There's Jordy. So let's do the second shot.
Is that a cut?
That's cut, yeah. The shot where he comes down the path. And
There you go. That was the
so this
first
one-
thing filmed of the day. Was that a cut? Was our audio operator making sure, hey, you don't ever stop recording until you hear the cut.
The camera's gonna be back here.
That's the director's prerogative. So
And it's gonna raise up. And so Jordy,
Jordy is another one of our actors. We can see Jason's adjusting his camera angle. Using Scenic Gav as the place. We chose this spot after walking around the campus the day prior to this with the director and Jason, the DP, and Grant, and we all looked at 3 or 4 different locations. And we chose this location because of many different things. First of all, we thought it looked the best. Secondly, it has access to power. Thirdly, it was protected from external sound. On campus, there's a portion of the campus that sounds like there's a motor running the whole time. It's like air conditioning or something's going on, heating maybe.
When they say cut, it could be a little bit louder.
You can see when we're not filming, our boom operator doesn't necessarily need to hold the mic like that. You want to save your arms. It's a long day holding the poles, so just save your arms in between takes and then use the 2-3 minutes that the takes are going to actually hold and feel the pain. It's like an endurance test sometimes.
So, like, if you wanted to quit smoking and you smoke these, would that work?
I don't
Think so?
I don't think so. I think
There's no tobacco, right?
Don't take any chances. You're not gonna get any nicotine, I think. So.
They're talking about these
green tea.
prop
Yeah, I got herbs, but it
cigarettes.
ain't a green tea.
They're actual cigarettes. Characters gonna be smoking in the scene, but
By people.
they're fake cigarettes. They do not contain tobacco, but they do contain a type of herb that you can smoke. And it's not that type of herb that you're thinking of right now. I just mean it's like something you're able to smoke. It'll make smoke in your mouth. You do get no benefits, so none of the nicotine benefits other than smoking a gross cigarette that tastes horrible. That's what the prop cigarettes are, and that's how they do them.
Sometimes maybe turning it away from the sun, because the sun right now, yeah.
You can see there's the monitor, of course. There's our director watching the monitor, trying to see what the shot looks like.
Okay, hold your places. Quiet on the set.
So-
Roll audio.
This is a good example of what
Camera.
the silk is doing. Look at Grant's neck and how the light on Grant's neck, you can see the shadow, and then how bright his skin was because he was being hidden directly by the light. But we can look at both of them and see that their lighting is pretty even because the silk is up there blocking the light from hitting them directly on their faces.
Nah, you don't.
Nope, there's the cigarettes.
That's what you need to say.
That's what I need to say. I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. I haven't explained anything yet.
As you can see, Jordy actually knows how to smoke. That's someone who's smoked before.
Let's see the mic.
In the frame.
Oh, let's go.
They call cut.
You put it out. You got into it 6 times.
Can I use the other ones actually?
What?
Where's the other ones?
You want the other cigarettes?
Looks like he's actually using real cigarettes.
Tape it.
And he's gonna swap it out so he doesn't have to smoke a bunch of nicotine cigarettes. But you can always tell when someone can smoke or not.
The monitor for things like the lavaliers.
That's about like right here, right where I got in.
Yes, you're in frame.
Okay.
Up there.
Okay.
Thank you. It's hard for me to see because there's the trees right there,
Oh,
and
okay, so
so
it, like, blends in a
that's
little
why
bit.
I'm not able to catch it.
Okay.
But I will keep pointing.
Yeah, hold on.
if
Let
I
me
do
just get a
see
little
it.
bit closer because that have to be like right here.
Yes, you're in frame.
Okay. Going up.
Okay, there.
Okay. Thank you.
So the trees could blend it out.
Yeah.
that's why I couldn't catch it.
Yeah.
Why is this everything about this harder than it looks?
That would be.
Everything.
I mean, the tree would have done nothing.
And I wish I kind of chopped that tree down. You're rolling steady, like remember first day of like training with Steadicam, Jason?
Yeah.
Every tree hugger.
That was way harder than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Yo, Nick, if you really want a lower back workout, use a Steadicam for 2 minutes.
It's the thing.
It's
that,
like hitting a deadlift PR. You'll
so
have the
it's
same
a
soreness.
contraption that goes on you, and so that's how they get the walking shots, and it's steady. Obviously, the name.
Is it
but-
like that harness thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It doesn't go
sound
around like
good
your,
up until that point?
It doesn't go around your shoulders. It's like
Your
a
chest
strap
and your
around
back.
your, but it's focused on your lower back. So when you lean back,
and
you
you're on
gotta
your
like
mark,
hold
ready
it
to
right
go.
here, and it just cranks.
Okay, here
your
we go
back.
again. Quiet on the set. Let's roll audio. Camera.
Speed.
Scene 1, shot 3, take 2.
Action.
Fancy meeting you here.
Are you talking to me?
There's no one else here, is there?
Sorry, do I know you?
Nah.
This one,
No.
Cupid's Arrow, is a comedy. Jordy's playing Cupid, who we don't know is actually Cupid, but he's going to help David hook up with
I don't know what you mean.
a love interest. David is the actor on the left. Forget his character's name, but
Let's start. Hold for until audio is ready, and then we'll start with that line you're just about to say.
audio issue means there's a plane flying over. Hey, I'm hearing a plane. It's a good thing that the audio person's saying this because the line's unusable if you can't hear it, and that's the point of the audio person is to tell us. We had an audio
Still
issue.
rolling,
Let's start
ready?
again.
Okay.
They kept rolling,
go.
so it's just go again.
Of course you don't. Haven't explained anything yet.
Okay.
Lots of fun smoke.
Drink.
This guy smokes and drinks? What a guy.
So this is how it's gonna work. In a few minutes, she's gonna come around this way.
She?
Yeah, she.
Who's the she in all this?
Cut.
Mike.
Cutting. You know what? Maybe setting things on the bench between you instead of trying to hold on to everything.
They're just figuring out, hey, maybe there's mic issues because of the prop. We saw that he dropped the prop in the middle of the take. It was impressive that he didn't like stop being his character. He kept going. He wasn't worried about that. It was actually really impressive. I could see how a novice actor might just be like, oops, I dropped this. But, well, just stay in it. Sometimes things drop and maybe it's interesting. Just act like you're the real person. They're adjusting his body mic, which is the lavalier mic. And, yeah.
The first movie I made was a cheap airplane, paper airplane movie where all I did was hold in, just go pew, pew, pew. That's a true story.
Wow, true story from Ashton about a paper airplane.
I think I was doing like parkour videos or jackass-esque videos.
That's badass.
Can we do a mic check?
Mic check. We adjust the mic. Want to make sure everything sounds good. It's not rubbing is really the issue, especially with that much movement. He's moving around. You don't want it to rub.
Yeah. So every time they ran on the stick, can you count to 10?
Wow, that's creative. That's smart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're doing take 3. 1, 2, testing 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2.
Good to go? You want to start from the beginning?
Yeah.
We good?
Okay, quiet on the set.
You start saying, I start putting your promise to get
Let's roll audio. Camera.
Speed.
Scene 1, shot 3, take 3.
Action.
Fancy meeting you here. You talking to me? There's no one else here, is there? I'm sorry, do I know you? Nah, you don't. But that's what you need to say. That's what I need to say. I don't know what you mean, bro. Of course you don't. I haven't explained anything yet. Okay. Right? And then she's gonna ask to sit where I'm sitting. She's gonna ask if it's okay first, right? And then you're gonna say, fancy meeting you here. She's here. And then walk out.
Cut.
So
You can see already how many cigarettes he would actually smoke if he has to smoke that many cigarettes, how many different takes, how many different processes of the cigarette. If it's the start of scene, the cigarette can't be already lit, it can't be already burned.
you don't stand up until a cut. So we're not going to see you stand. Right? Because it's because you're invisible. So you're not going to keep her from coming to sit down. Do you want to do this whole thing now in singles? Or anything that you're not happy with and you want to do again?
Do you want to do them in singles? What Grant's talking about is, okay, we shot the scene in a wide shot. It's the 2-shot right now, these two characters. Do you want to do it in singles? Singles means they're close-ups. So for coverage to be able to cut away, get different performances, edit things out, you want to shoot everything with a couple different angles. And there'll be a wide, there'll be a close-up of Jordy, there'll be a close-up of David's character, and that's the best way that we're going to be able to film.
He should be here looking that direction, and then when we do David.
We had to cut for audio earlier, and that's one of the disadvantages of filming outside on the location. You get planes, you get potentially people walking around the student centers over there. You're hoping people will be as quiet as possible.
Yeah, the background.
But you could have, when you shoot on location or outside, they could start mowing a lawn, and you don't even know it, and that could be a major issue.
The third, the track 3.
I love it.
Testing 1, 2. I.
So you want the mic directly at it? Right here?
Yeah, just towards his mouth. Yep. Close.
What's up? You guys need me?
Yep. I think we're going to do the whole thing again, starting with Fancy meeting you here. And we're going to go all the way through until you're going to look that direction. And again, we can't.
She's gonna come around this way.
Right. Right. Camera ready?
Yes.
And you change the shot number?
To 4. I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Is camera ready?
Can you remove sleep, please? Thank you. Yeah, we're good.
We want to keep him in the right third.
Just stay still.
Yeah. Okay. Ready? Everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay, quiet on the set, please. Let's roll audio. Camera.
So this is going to be Jordy's close-ups.
Scene 1, shot 4, take 1.
Action.
Fancy meeting you here.
Are you talking to me?
There's no one else here, is there?
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
Nah, you don't. But that's what you need to say.
That's what I need to say. I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. Haven't explained anything yet.
Okay.
Drink.
No thanks.
Suit yourself. So this is gonna work. A few minutes, she's gonna come around this way.
Wait, she?
Yeah, she. She's gonna come around this way.
Who is the she in all of this?
You just let me fucking talk, Jimmy. Jesus fucking Christ.
Jimmy. How do you know my name?
How do you know my name? Fuck's sake. Can I get a word in?
No. You just come over here talking to me like you know me, and somehow you say my name?
I also know that only your mom calls you Jimmy.
Dude, you're fucking creepy. Who the fuck are you?
Line.
We don't have much time.
We don't have that much time, alright? If you just let me say my fucking spiel, goddammit, would you?
Then explain it.
Trying to explain it. Alright, she's gonna come over this way in a few minutes. And then
You still haven't told me who this she is.
she's gonna come around this way, right? She's gonna ask. She's gonna sit where I'm sitting. She's gonna ask first, of course. And then you're gonna say, fancy meeting you here. Oh, there she is.
Cut.
Happy with it? So that's one for safety. You want to do a second take?
No, I think that's good.
We should.
You sure?
Well,
What
there
if
was
it-
background noises.
Yeah, you
know.
never know.
Okay.
And
Formatted.
So Grant's saying, "You sure?" with that smile. If Grant smiles at you and says, "You're sure," he's letting you make the decision, but ultimately, that's him saying, "We should probably do another take." I mean, we have one, and that's your safety,
okay,
but you should
we're
always have
rolling
a
it back, going
second
again.
one,
Starting positions.
which is good.
Roll audio.
You want to have options, and then, yeah, background noise, you never
Camera.
know what it's like. So Chelsea ultimately made the right decision there with a little help from Grant.
Scene 1, shot 4, take 2.
Fancy meeting you here.
Wait. You gotta wait. She gotta wait for set, and then you have to wait for action.
Sorry about that.
Set.
Action.
Fancy meeting you here.
Are you talking to me?
There's no one else here, is there?
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
Nah, you don't. That's what you need to say.
That's what I need to say. I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. Haven't explained anything yet.
Okay.
Drink?
I'm good.
Suit yourself. Alright. So this is how it's gonna work. It's gonna come around this way in a few minutes and then.
Wait. She?
Yeah, she.
Who is the she in all of this?
Line.
Yes, she's gonna come over this way, and
Yeah.
who is the she? If you let me finish talking, Jimmy. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, she. She's gonna come around this way and then.
Who is the she in all of this?
Jeez. If you let me fucking get a talk, Jimmy.
Jimmy. How do you know my name?
How do you know my name? Fuck's sake. Can I get a word in?
No. You just come over here talking to me like you know me. And you say my...
I also know that only your mom calls you Jimmy.
Dude, you're creeping me the fuck out. Who the fuck are you?
You don't have that much time. Would you just let me do my fucking spiel? God damn it. She's gonna come over this way and then.
You still haven't told me who she is.
She's gonna come over this way. She's gonna come sit where I'm sitting. She's gonna ask if it's okay first, of course. And then you're gonna say, fancy meeting you here. Oh, there she is.
Skipped a bunch of lines, but are you happy with that?
Yeah.
I can read good. Sorry about that.
Do you want to do the
Checking.
truck camera right? We're doing David.
We can see that they're like, okay, skipped a bunch of lines. We have coverage in the other shots. Are we happy? We can move on. Is it important? We can make a decision in the editing room, basically. We're going to change angles, as we can see. Now we're going to do all of David, a.k.a. Jimmy's, coverage. Okay, and that's going to be the extra credit for this week. What is coverage? Well, I said coverage several times. What do I mean when I say coverage?
I like what you're saying.
Thank you, buddy.
Of course, coverage is different angles, different distances of shots. So we have everything in wide shot, then your close-ups is the coverage. It's alternate angles of the scene that we can cut to.
Had the urge to like turn around and look at you, just vibing.
You want to do a frame check? Well,
Yep.
you got to get a lot closer.
She's be walking in and sitting down, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna have to
So
go here.
All right, we can see Zoe has now entered our scene, our third actor in this scene. So let's see how Cupid's advice
And
has
then
helped.
turn and sit. That's it.
So the boom operator has to adjust. We can see on the boom mic now there's a wind sock right there. The wind sock goes on to
Okay,
help
quiet on the
reduce
set,
the amount
please.
of wind
Roll
that's
audio.
happening. Again, shooting outside, there could be wind. And if wind blows on the mic,
Camera.
it's going to cause a noise. So the way we combat that is putting the wind sock on. We can see everyone watching the monitor, making sure the shot's gonna look good. Making sure the boom's not in the shot.
You hear airplane? Let's just roll and we'll do more takes.
Action.
Do you mind if I sit here?
No, it's fine.
Start with the get the hell on with it now.
Get the hell on with it, bud.
Get the hell on with what?
Excuse me?
No, nothing. Sorry.
Will you hurry up and say what I told you to? She can't see me. Don't believe me? Hey! See, forget the whole fancy meeting you here thing. Ask her about her book.
I've read that book before.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a good book. How do you like it so far?
It's good. It's really good. I'm kind of afraid to reach the end, honestly.
Oh, I know how that feels. Yeah, sometimes I'll watch a Netflix series and I'm just like, man, it's the one at the end.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just sit there like 15 minutes just staring at a wall.
Yeah. One time, I swear, I binged a whole series and I couldn't watch anything else. I just ended up trying to go to sleep to numb the pain.
I know, that's like, so do you come often to this park?
No, I can't say that I have. I pass here all the time, but I've never stopped.
Oh, really? Yeah, sometimes I'll just sit here, think, or, you know, get a tan.
It's looking good on you.
Oh, thank you. Getting called in for work?
Something like that. It was nice meeting you,
David.
Allison. We skipped.
Skipped a few lines.
Yeah. Sorry, my view.
Skipped a few lines. Okay, well, we have a script supervisor who's checking the script. They're going to go in and make sure that, hey, let's record another one, but we get these lines.
Okay. When do we want to time the smoke thing? Because is that after or before your line? About. Okay, so you have to.
Which one is she looking at?
Okay. Don't believe me.
Don't believe me.
Okay.
She can't see me.
Okay.
This is nothing. I'm just kind of looking at her for
Cool.
Don't believe me?
Okay.
We're just getting a line check.
Yeah.
But do you want me to play some?
And then she'll know that that's the cue.
My bad. Hell on with it, bud. What?
Excuse me?
No, nothing, I'm sorry.
Line?
Will you hurry up and say what I told you to?
You just hurry up and tell her what I told you to. What, you can't see me? Don't believe me? Hey! Forget about the whole...
Look, we can see on the stand for the silk is some gaff tape. Of course, the gaff tape is black tape. It's expensive. It's about $40 a roll, and it allows you to tape things, and it's really easy to rip and pull apart, and doesn't leave residue like duct tape does.
Do it like so when I finish a book or a television series.
Right.
Yeah, so, you know, I'll just sit there and stare at the wall for like 15
Oh,
minutes.
here's a good view of our audio operators.
Finished a whole Netflix series. I couldn't even.
They're manually adjusting the volume based off of who's talking. You can see all 4 channels right there recording different levels.
Come to this park often?
I can't say that I do. I pass by it all the time, but I've never stopped.
Really? I'm usually here every free chance I get. You know, either to just sit or think, or even get a tan.
It's looking good on you.
Cupid back there enjoying some alcohol and cigarettes. We can see that our volume is bouncing there in the green. You want to keep it kind of in the green. When it turns red or it's peaking, we can see the 8 different inputs that the audio recorder has. Looks like they're called cuts. That's why I hit stop. But you could have 8 separate mics into the F8. F8 of the Furious.
Audio was good. Okay.
That was audio. People said, "Yep, sounded good. We did well." We can move on, do another take, another angle or coverage.
Right? Yeah. Most of the sound is coming from Jordy.
Okay.
He's the one making. So.
You want me to stay still, or just?
No, where it's a wide, so this is where you can move around. You can put your hand in front of her face. You
just
can
like just getting off of him, just talking.
and this is
All I'm
where
saying,
humor
that's all I'm
can.
just like,
This is where humor can come in. You know, improv. Okay, here we go. Quiet on the set. Let's roll audio.
Speed.
Camera.
Speed. Scene 1, shot 9, take 2.
Set.
Action.
Do you mind if I sit here?
Yeah, it's fine.
get the hell on with it, bud.
What the hell on what? Oh, nothing. I'm talking to myself.
Just tell her what I told you to. She can't see me. What, you don't believe me? Hey! Forget about the whole fancy meeting you here thing. Just ask her about a book.
I've seen that book before.
Yeah?
Yeah, how is it so far?
It's good. It's really good, actually. I'm kind of afraid to reach the end.
Oh, I know what that's like. You know, sometimes I don't know what to do with myself when I finish a book or a television series. Even.
Right.
You know, I'll just sit there for like 15 minutes straight and stare at a wall.
I swear, I binged an entire Netflix series. I couldn't even watch anything else after. I just ended up going to sleep to try to numb the pain.
My name's David.
Allison.
So do you come to this park often?
I can't say that I do. I pass by it all the time, but it never stops.
Really? Well, I'm usually here on my free times, you know, either to just sit or think or even get a tan.
Looking good on you.
There was a close-up of Jason's shoulder. We're seeing what the camera's seeing, right? With the monitor. It's a 3-shot.
Something like that.
You can see Cupid in the back. The
It was nice meeting you.
David.
trees looking absolutely killer. Look how awesome the campus looks.
Jesus, man, you're a natural.
Whatever.
Next time you see her, make sure you start with a fancy meeting you here thing. You understand?
Cut.
That was good. Audio good? Do you want to move into the singles or the 2-shot of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll go back to your mark.
Okay.
Camera's going to
Again, doing coverage. So it's the 2-shot instead of the 3-shot.
of both Jordy and David together.
Am I starting from standing or sitting?
Yeah, not. I mean, yes, you can walk in, but I think you want to be here. It's trying to match.
As always, we're going to mention that if you can come be on set, that's ideal. It's actually a lot. It's fun.
Screen still covering them
You
well?
can see how much time it's taking. Grant is just asking if the silk is still covering. Another name for the silk is a flag. Sometimes we can use a dark one to block out the light, different levels of diffusion will let certain amount of light go through. But you can see that, like, it takes time to make a movie. I believe this entire film took them about 6 hours to film.
We're gonna want to see Jordy's face the whole time. So, yeah.
They're recompositing the shot, making sure it looks
copy.
good. It's the two shot of Jordy
You ready,
and
Jason?
David.
Yeah, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, quiet on the set. Let's roll audio. Camera.
Speed.
Scene 1, shot 10, take 1.
Set.
Action.
Do you mind if I sit here?
Yeah, it's fine.
Get the hell on with it, bud.
Get the hell on with what?
Excuse me?
Oh, no, I'm just talking to myself.
She can't see me. What, you don't believe me? Hey! See? Just hurry up and tell her what I told you to. Forget about it. Just ask her about her book, okay?
Seen that book before?
Yeah?
Yeah. How is it so far? The book, I mean.
It's good. It's really good. I'm actually kind of afraid to reach the end.
Oh, I know what that's like. Sometimes I don't know what to do with myself when I finish a book or a television series.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just 2 minutes.
I swear, one time I binged a whole Netflix series. I couldn't do anything else after. I just ended up going to sleep to try to numb the pain.
My name is David.
Allison.
So do you come to this park often?
I can't say that I do. I pass by here, but I've never stopped.
Really? Yeah, I'm usually here on my free times. Either to just sit or think, or even get a tan.
It's looking good on you.
Getting called in for work.
Something like that. It was nice meeting you.
Dave,
Nice meeting you.
nice to meet you too, Alice. Oh, and if you ever want to stop by to read or tan, you know. But anyways, see you.
Jesus, man. You're a natural.
Whatever.
Next time you see her, start with fancy meeting you here thing, okay? You understand?
Cut.
So I had a bit of an issue with Zoe's head was shot.
So, Grant thinking, telling, expressing issue he had with the shot. We're going to change the shot and adjust it.
The weather, they said it was going to be all cloudy all night.
Zoe, do you mind sitting on your mark?
Zoe was doing her lines off camera, but they're going to have her sit on her mark in order to keep proper eye line.
Where the camera is and where Zoe's. So if you go behind, like now, that's a bad spot. You want to be there or more closer to even. All of that's good. Yeah.
So use this space.
I mean, you've got all the space behind David.
So after here, right here, don't motion it anything. This area right here, I'm kind of like going back and forth, blowing it.
You can see that's good.
Yelling at her. Don't
Hard to see with the reflection. Of course, another problem outside is you dealing with reflection. But this is our last clip. This is going to do it for this BTS. We're going to continue to watch the end of this. As always, if you can join us on set, there's lots of opportunities to be crew members in many different ways, or just sit there and observe. You can be as involved in it as possible. Really recommend you show up to the next shoot if possible. You can see they're dealing with possible audio issues.
Like turn it like this way.
Yeah.
So there's about 5 more minutes to this clip. Let's just watch it play out. And until next time, make sure you check out our schedule and see if you can be at the next location if possible.
Let's roll audio.
Quiet on the set.
Camera.
Speed.
Scene 1, shot 10, take 2.
Set.
Action.
Do you mind if I sit here?
Yeah, it's fine.
Get the hell on with it, bud. Come on.
The hell on with what?
Excuse me?
Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself.
She can't see me. What? You don't believe me? Hey! Forget about the whole fancy meeting you here thing. Just ask her about her book.
I've seen that book before.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's, how is it so far? The book, I mean.
It's good. It's really good, actually. I'm kind of afraid to reach the end.
I know what that's like. Sometimes I don't know what to do with myself when I finish a book or even a television series.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just sit there and stare at the wall for like 15 minutes straight.
I swear, one time I binged a whole Netflix series. I couldn't do anything else after. I just ended up trying to go to sleep to numb the pain.
My name's David.
Allison.
So do you come to this park often?
I can't say that I do. I pass by it all the time, but I've never stopped.
Yeah, usually I'm here on my free times, you know, either to just sit or think or even get a tan.
It's looking good on you.
Getting called in for work?
Something like that. It was nice meeting you.
David.
It was nice meeting you, David.
Nice to meet you too, Allison. Oh, and if you ever want to come by, you know, read or tan, I'm always here.
Jesus, man. You're natural.
Yeah, whatever.
Next time you see her, make sure you start with the fancy to meeting you here thing, okay? You understand?
Cut.
I think we should do one close-up of David and then do another one where we follow Jordy.
Yeah.
So who do you want to do first? David, okay. So I think we're trying to match her single. So let's get a lot closer and we're not going to frame Zoe out entirely.
Okay.
And we're going to not even worry about Jordy at all. It's David's single.
So face on.
No, from an angle, but close enough. And you might want to
Take the sweater off.
Or what hold the Zoe.
Oh, okay, when she's walking away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Zoe, can you come
Look
back?
at you doing 2 jobs at once.
No. You remember? So
you
we
imagine?
we shot her single.
Like holding the boom.
Can we go back and look at her single?
Imagine the money though.
Album cover.
Oh damn. That's a hard pick.
I was gonna say. Needs the explicit sign on the corner.
That was like an album cover.
Yeah. So we're trying to get the opposite of David. So we want to try to put it here, but close enough, so that we get the same framing. Are you okay with that? Because we want to be able to cut. And then I think we should do one higher where we're floating with Jordy and getting all of his antics. Is that? Yeah. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Which shot will this be?